What's up, Ego Hackers? Welcome to the CS Joseph podcast. I'm your host, CS Joseph. Decided to do a question this evening live, and if that happens, obviously people are probably going to come up and want to be typed, do some typing random people while I'm answering an Acolyte question. Won't do this all of them. Only really with the questions that probably interest me the most that I'll probably do this with, but yeah. But regardless, welcome to the show. For those of you who are watching, it would be really nice if you took the stream link and then posted it on the Ego Hackers Discord, because I forgot to do that, so whatever. And if you're not on our Discord and would like to be on our Discord, you could definitely get in, and I highly recommend you do. And that is discord.gg/Ego Hackers. Get in the community, get typed by some of the people there. Get some of the resources, join the men's group, join the women's group, join the sexuality, special interest group, because that's what everyone does as soon as they get in the Ego Hackers Discord. And don't harass the mods. Other than that, have fun. Communicate, be a part of the thing. So yeah. SDUF INTJ, trying to befriend a UDUF ENTP. Given that I used to be a UDUF ENTP, like a while ago, whatnot. I totally understand what UDUF ENTP is all about. It's the octagram variant that's all about the despair energy. And how you can identify a UDUF ENTP is when you look at their deadly sins and their living virtues, like deadly sin of envy, deadly sin of vainglory. They like being around popular people so that they too can become popular. You know, it's got that vanity approach, that vainglory approach. And they also like to be around people that they envy, so that, and they utilize that envy as a form of motivation, which, let's be honest, can be entirely unhealthy. All right, well, whatever. It is downtown, and weird stuff happens. So, but yeah, it's kind of ultimately what it's all about. So yeah, been having a lot of fun these days, and a lot of fun being UDSF, which is pretty good. Naturally, if you're an SDUF INTJ, you too are unconscious focused, and you're basically doing the same thing. So you're around people you envy, you're around people that are popular, hoping it rubs off on you, or you utilize people that you envy basically as this thing where it's like, okay, hey, I envy those people, and because I envy those people, I'm utilizing that as motivation. However, that has like really bad side effect. And what that side effect is that if you're around people that you envy, you actually end up hating them. Because how envy actually works, envy is like a huge source of hatred. That's why, like, oftentimes, you know, people don't realize an ENTP's penchant for hatred for fellow human beings. Like, it's a serious problem, like a really serious problem. Because what ends up happening, envy basically is defined by hatred for other human beings who have not earned or have not worked hard for what they have, basically. That's what envy is. The problem is that oftentimes envy is a misjudgment. Judging other people, it ends up being a misjudgment. It's not entirely accurate. And so because of that, it ends up becoming a huge problem, right? Because it's just, oftentimes the ENTP or any of the heart temple is really just misjudging other people. It's so funny how unconscious focused people have this problem, because like when you even look at an unconscious focused INTJ who is very outward with their vainglory, basically, in their opinion, what makes a popular person is not necessarily actually popular. So it ends up blowing up in their face. They end up envying the wrong people, they end up desiring to be around popular people, and they end up getting popular for the wrong reasons. And this ends up sabotaging their life over time. Like it's a big problem. It's like a big deal. So the point is that like unconscious focused people, they're in a temporary mind state. Oftentimes unconscious focused people need to be brought out of that temporary mind state, which is really helpful. They oftentimes can't do it themselves. Now, if you study the octagram, you actually end up gaining the tools on how to do it yourself. And in order to actually do that, and learn that, you're going to have to get the Ego Hacking Your Fear Masterclass. So go to egohackingyourfear.com, go buy the course, and then you'll have an opportunity to buy the masterclass as soon as you buy the course and get them both. It's a really big deal. If you already own the course, you can get the masterclass by going to offers.csjoseph.life/EYF-masterclass. Get the masterclass. We expose the entire octagram for you to review and how you could utilize it to understand yourself, understand others, psychoanalyze people. But most importantly, what you do learn out of it is my journey from becoming unconscious focused to subconscious focused. And that's what I would recommend. The INTJ in this particular question is trying to figure out, hey, I'm SDUF, I'm a decay energy type, and I'm befriending a despair energy type ENTP. And this ENTP cares about 2 parts reverence, 1 part satisfaction. The INTJ cares about 2 parts reverence, 1 part satisfaction. So already their octagrams are kind of off base a little bit. So there's actually, from a neutral perspective, there's a risk, a really big risk of things not working out between the 2 of them. Thing is, though, is that you got to understand the pathway from unconscious focus to subconscious focus. And basically, the INTJ needs to realize is that they have to look inward, but they also have to look at the ENTP at the same time and just have this point of view where it's okay, hey, here's the situation. I want you to be, what is it? They both partner up with one another, right? And they both focus on becoming subconscious focused, basically, which is really important. They both got to become subconscious focused. So they do that in a number of ways. Well, the main way basically is that you need to internalize your deadly sin so that you can externalize your living virtue. That's what subconscious focus actually is, right? So yes, I will be making that season. It is coming up. It is coming. Octagram compatibility is coming. It is a thing. It is a thing. So, internalizing sin. Well, we talk about that in the masterclass. But I'll just give you a general thing. It's hey, instead of envying other people, or instead of trying to, be with popular people, how about you yourself become the popular one? How about you yourself become the person that other people envy? Put your effort in the right place. ENTPs all have this problem where they're on a rocking horse, but there's a lot of movement, but they're not going anywhere. They end up being loyal to the wrong things, loyal to the wrong people, loyal to the wrong ideas because of their misplaced fanaticism, basically. And they're looking very much for people to be, fanatical about them. See that girl's just walking by in the dark clothes? That's an ENTP girl. You don't see much of those around. It's kind of a rare thing. Dang, I'm getting sick. Probably have to, I'd have to take the day off tomorrow. So. Yeah. So what's the point? The point is that if you're going to be an INTJ befriending a despair energy ENTP, you need to present to the ENTP a pathway where both of you can work together to get to subconscious focus. That's ultimately the answer to the question, but how do you do that? Work hard where both of you become popular together. Work hard where both of you become the envy together, basically, what other people envy, which means put your effort in the right place. Go get the 6-pack abs, go get combat trained, make a lot of money, go figure that out. Go take courses or classes together and understand entrepreneur. Maybe go into business with one another, right? That's what you do. And then the ENTP starts the things and the INTJ finishes the things. You guys be the dynamic duo. You actually can get all of that done. Not unlike Batman and Robin. Batman, depending on, Batman is usually portrayed as an INTJ, but unless you're Robert Pattinson, then that was the ENTP version of Batman, ultimately. but it's still heart temple. It's still about passion, right? You guys have to have a passion for growth. You have to have a passion for improvement. You need to stay away from the people that you envy. You need to stay away from the people that are popular and just realize that you need to become the popular one. You need to become the person that is envied, basically. And you only do that through self-improvement. It's really the way. Now, however, I can understand that this is a very male answer, because in the instance of this being like a female INTJ to a female ENTP, it's a little different. You need to help each other reach Queen archetype. You know what Queen archetype is? You need to watch our season 13 playlist here on the podcast and on the YouTube channel. Get educated on King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. Get educated on Queen, Mother, Matron, Lover. Get educated on those. We'll be doing some courses real soon for the nonprofit to help educate the men's group and the women's group to that end. Very soon. We'll be making those courses available to people who are participating in the men's group and the women's group, and that'll be available to them exclusively. So I highly recommend, if you want to get in on that training to improve yourselves, you join those groups. And fulfill all those requirements. So, but yeah, that's basically in a nutshell how you do it. So that's the answer to this question. So, yeah. How would it play out with UDUF or UDSF INTJ instead? Well, the UDUF would still have the same problem. Because at this point, you're basically ignoring cognitive development. Just ignore that. There's nothing you can do to change that. Unless you decide to go get like a bat for one another and just beat each other in the head with a bat and create brain trauma in an attempt to reset the cognitive development. And even then, there's a chance it'll still stay unconscious developed anyway, so don't do that. So based on that, like, oh, this tree, it's my ISFP tree. Obviously, it's an ISFP, right? Oh my God. C.S. Joseph types a tree. It's on Reddit right now, you know, I could see it. Yeah, good times. Good times. So yeah, obviously, you can't type a tree. That's ridiculous. Come on. Like, seriously, you can't do that. And then, yeah, my druidic tree, right? Doing all those forest rites. The druidic tree. Yeah. But really, like, if it's a UDF INTJ, I mean, honestly, it's the same answer, because it's all about getting out of you unconscious focus into subconscious focus, right? The same rules apply. So yeah. All right, folks, thanks for watching and listening. I'll see you guys in the next episode, which will probably be live in 2 minutes. We'll see. Later.